guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Delaney with DeathandCandy 27. Today we're doing the final of the Declutter series eyeshadow palettes. So today we're starting with a good 84. As you've seen in my prior videos, I have a few other ones that I've already automatically decluttered from my collection because I was like, girl, we need to get some of these out of the way because this is going to be an hour-and-a-half video if you do not do this. So I went ahead and did that in the first automatic declutter round. I'll go ahead and link that up in the eye so you can see it if you want to watch it when this one gets done, and I'll also link it at the end screen so you can kind of follow me on my declutter journey. Let's go ahead and get into it. Stop babbling because I'm going to take a long time to get through all of these. A lot of these include indie brands and some mainstream brands. Some I have not even touched because I get them in my BOXYCHARM or any other subscription service that I have. Since these are all out in front of me, I'm going to be kind of taking them off screen. I'll be going more so off to the side, top up here for ones that I will be keeping, and then ones I'll be giving away I'll be putting over on my left side. So we'll be getting those out of the way. I'm not going to destroy any of these because these are all really good palettes, so I've already moved those out of my collection. The only thing that's here that's the eyeshadows that I'm not including are my singles collection because I don't need to declutter anything out of those. I rather keep my singles if anything and declutter palettes because palettes take up a lot more space than one single eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Tell me what to do, show me how to feel.
Let's get our feet wet with some small ones. So this is the Marvelous Moss palette from Dose of Colors. I got this in a BOXYCHARM. I haven't even touched it. I'm not going to keep it. I just put it on the side and I was like, well, if I want to pick this up, I will, but I don't really need any of these colors. I have these colors so many times in my collections, and I actually just purchased some new singles that are very comparable to these. So I'm actually going to put this in a giveaway that'll be coming up. This one is the Natasha Denona, the mini gold palette. I picked this up with some of my Sephora points that I had. I want to give this one away because like it's just not what I thought it would be for my collection. I have these shades. I think I'm gonna try to work through the middle and work my way out because this is a lot. This HIPDOT X Rooney Legendary Glitter Palette. This one I really like. I'm affiliate with HIPDOT. You can use the code FASTTIMES to save yourself 10%. This one is an all pressed glitter palette. I really do like this. I think I've gotten plenty of use out of it, but I'm just not reaching in for it. I haven't reached for it for quite some time. So I think I'm gonna declutter this one and give this one away to someone. Look at the shine. This is the Lexicon palette. It's continued, but this is from Oh My Glitter Cosmetic. This is from a UK brand. I had to wait forever for shipping, but like it's still worth it. They look really boring in the pan, trust me, but when you actually swatch, they are really beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one because like who doesn't want custom packaging like this? It's beautiful. Love it. All right, which one? Let's do these three Venus palettes. This is the Venus 1, 2, and 3. These are the original ones. I do really love owning this set. I love how like chunky and small they are. They all have 8 pans in them. Venus 1. I really do like some of the shades in here. Lime Kind's formula is all right. It's not like my most favorite. I feel like it kind of wears throughout the day. And then this is the 3. I just have dupes for all of these shades. So I'm actually going to declutter all of my Venus palettes. So these were the 3 small ones. I've gotten plenty of use out of them, so I don't feel like I've really lost out. Only on the XL2 have I really felt like I didn't get a whole lot of use out of just because like it's the most recent purchase of the 5. I just wanted so much more from this palette. I stand by the color selection in this one. I've gotten really nice use out of the Botticelli, which is the deepest one. Someone can take the whole set or they can take pieces of them. See ya. Bye. This is one from Storybook Cosmetics. Got this in my BOXYCHARM. I like the idea of the outer packaging. I think it's really nice and fancy. God, but if you have limited space, this is not a good palette for you. It's just going to take up all the room that you have. This one I haven't even used or swatched. I just knew I wasn't necessarily going to like it long term. So I'm actually going to put this one in a giveaway. So far we're giving away technically 9 with the 2 giveaway ones, and I've only kept 1. So let's do some that I think I'm probably going to keep. This is the Elysian palette from Copacetic Cosmetics and Basket Case Beauty. She's someone that I know personally on Instagram, so I was really excited to see this palette collab from her. Honestly, stunning. Clearly I'm keeping this one because like I have a personal reason to do so. All of these certified palettes. So I have the Tropical Wonders, which is the Rainbow Matte Palette. This is one of my top palettes for 2019, so I'm definitely not getting rid of it. Then I also have the Affinity palette. I figured why not? I have the Affinity 2. I might as well pick this one up. Also keeping that one. And then this is the Affinity 2 palette. It has beautiful blues and greens in it. This one I'm actually keeping as well. So the Slush palette, another rainbow palette. This is from September Rose Cosmetics. The last time I used this was like early 2019. 2019. I love the way it's laid out. I love the outer packaging. I'm not getting rid of it. This is one of the Maybe Cosmetics palettes. This is the Take Me to Los Angeles. When I first got this in a BOXYCHARM, I was super excited about it. To just try Maybe in general, I would prefer maybe one of the other palettes. Like I think the Istanbul one is the one with like the pink and the yellow in it. I would have preferred to have that one. Very good quality, but it's just not a palette that I'm going to continue to pick up, and I have dupes for all of these colors in my collection with formulas that I also like, so I'm giving it away to someone. It's the Balm Appetit. I love their packaging so much, but this one I'm actually going to give away because it's just too neutral, and like I have these shades in here. This Suns Out, Buns Out. This one was from Chantilly Cosmetics. I actually won this one in a giveaway, like the only thing for me to ever win in a giveaway. They have really bright, vibrant colors, and I think that someone that likes this kind of color story is really going to enjoy this palette. I'm going to declutter. After a lot of thought, I decided that I'm just not going to pick it up. I only used it a couple of times. Two palettes from Notoriously Morbid. Like, look how ridiculous this packaging is. Like, that one is so long, but I love it. So this is the Ritual of the Moons. This one is discontinued. The one thing about Notoriously Morbid is they do a lot of small SKUs of releases. This palette I thought they would actually keep around, but they didn't. But like, look at the sheen. So keeping. The Handbook of the Banshees. Also a limited edition palette. So sad. They're 37mm pans. Just stunning. Just another palette that I'll be keeping. Go ahead and knock out these other two rectangular boys. So these are my two palettes from Melt. I have the Smoke Sessions and of course the Gemini, because what basic bitch doesn't have the Gemini palette at this point? The Smoke Sessions, I've heard, oh God.
Oh God.
I heard that they've been doing this puffing thing. I'm gonna have to like repress these a little bit because this is gross. That green still swatches beautifully. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm gonna clean that up because that's kind of disgusting. My Gemini is also doing this. We're just gonna press you right back down because I don't give a fuck. So Gemini palette, also keeping. I'm gonna clean these up. I'm gonna put them off to the side. So these are my two palettes from Blush Tribe. I kind of buy from brands in twos. The Hasina 2 was the first one I picked up from them. It's a lovely palette for purples and some nice greens. So I'm definitely keeping this one. And then the Layla 2, one of my newer ones. This one just came out in 2019. This one is all greens and then that pop of yellow and like teal in there. Definitely keeping. Let's knock out a big stack. So these are all Alien Cosmetics. I've got 5 of these. These are relatively new to my collection. I picked all of these up within the year of 2019, so I'm not gonna declutter any of these. As you notice in my collection, I have lots of like square palettes versus like rectangles, and I really kind of fall for those a lot more. Normally 9 palettes are like my jam. It's enough shades to create like a varied look, but not so many shades that I'm like, ew, I'm overwhelmed. So these are all my Juvia's Place palettes. I have the Dose, the Zulu, and the Tribe. I have been able to dupe this entire palette in my collection though, so I will be getting rid of this one and gifting it to someone. The Zulu is a great palette. Really good orange, yellow. This one doesn't have any names with the shades, which is kind of annoying. Also decluttering because I can dupe all those shades in my collection, thankfully. The last one is the Tribe. I really went back and forth about this one. This one's gotten a lot of love, but you can barely tell because that's what kind of person I am when it comes to eyeshadows. Gonna be giving all 3 of those away. So we've made a nice little square. What should I work on next? These have a couple from Strobe, now Shroud Cosmetics. So y'all have all seen the Creepy Cute on Instagram. Magnets in it are really, really strong and sturdy. Love it. Not getting rid of it. Divinity. When this one first came out, I want to say 2018, I didn't know if I was gonna like it. Pop-up purple just kind of throws me off. Great fall palette. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Great job. Keeping both of those. Base Beauté Vintage Dawn palette. Just got this in January's BOXYCHARM, but I will definitely be keeping this one. These next 2, these are from Rebel Rogue Lab. The logo is right here. Suspended in Dusk. I really do like this palette. Love the holographic inside of it. I think that's gorgeous. These are some nice green shades that I don't have on my collection. Some nice red. I'm gonna leave it open next to the Losing My Religion palette. She actually sent this one to me as a gift as well for my order, and I was like, wow, oh my god, like almost crying because I'm a big baby. Needless to say, keeping both of them. So I picked this one up from Sephora, and this is their collab with the Museum of Ice Cream. This came out in, I want to say summer 2018, but it's just not like my jam as far as the color story. Like I love the packaging because like duh, it's a popsicle, but it's just so chunky. So I'm actually going to declutter this one. I don't know how I'm going to find a home for it, but someone who likes popsicles is probably going to take it. Lunatic Cosmetics Lab. This is one of their eyeshadow palettes. I love that it's a little coffin shape and it's like a Ouija board. Every time I open it, I'm just like, ew, cheetah print. However, I'm just not like the biggest fan of the formula of their eyeshadows. So even though I've been hoarding this for like 2 years, I'm going to actually declutter and give it to someone. This is the Nightingale palette from the Pretty vulgar. They do like a few of these ones that are like bird cages, which I kind of love that vibe. I have all these shades. Very much a dupe for like the Naked Smoky, which I also decluttered, so I'm going to declutter this one as well. As you guys know, ColourPop has been doing a huge thing of monochromatic palettes for all of 2019, and looks like it's going to be a trend for 2020 when they just came out with the Meant to Be palette. By the time you're seeing this video, there's probably another palette that's already come out. I thought about picking up the mint one just so I could do an impeachment, because I do have the peach palette, but I just can't justify it. I'm going to be keeping all of these just because I love them aesthetically, plus they're super small and easy to store, even though I have like
9 of them?
some menagerie cosmetic palettes. So I actually got the Dragon Child one when they still had their old packaging for Makeup Monsters Cosmetic. I need to play with this one more. This one I've played with the least out of all 3 of these. The F.A.I.R palette, love it. It's got great greens in it. I have one of the original ones, so I don't have like the turquoise shade that they switched out. I believe that they took out Harmonia, I want to say. I like my original one, even if it makes it a little bit tone deaf here on the top row. I still really like it the way it is originally. Whale Song palette, favorite palette of 2019. Definitely not decluttering this one. I can't even talk about it because it's just I love it so much. Keeping all of them. The Winky Lux kitten palette that they did in collaboration BOXYCHARM. I love the outside. It's so adorable. When I originally received the palette, this shade was cracked. It's beyond repair. Plus it was a brown, so I was like, I don't really care, but I think it's like a cool tone brown that goes in there. Since I've been decluttering mostly everything else that has this color story, I'm actually going to keep this one because I'd hate to gift this to someone with a missing shade. Plus, like, I don't want to throw it away because I do still like it. Another pressed glitter palette. This is one that I picked up when I wanted to try Dear Katie Brown. It's got a nice variance of pressed glitters in here. I like how bright it is. I'm definitely going to keep this one. Don't mind my weird leg here. Okay, let's do some old ones. So AVA Subculture. I actually really like my Subculture. I don't think that it's trash. Love the color story of it. Definitely keeping this one. I'll never declutter Subculture. This Urban Decay x Jean-Michel Basquiat. I love the packaging on the outside of it. The colors inside are very nice. I've used this like maybe 3 times though, and I can dupe all the shades in here, so I'm going to declutter it. Plus, like, this is just the Naked Heat from Urban Decay. This one I actually really do still like the deep tone color story of it, so I will be keeping it. I like that it has a nice gradual shift, just so I can have one big bulky Urban Decay palette in my collection still, because why not?
Let's do some Too Faced palettes. Oh my god.
The peach. Still smell like peaches. I do like this one though. It's probably one of the other neutrally palettes that I am going to be keeping. Plus I love the packaging, so I'm not going to get rid of it. Clover palette. Had to pay extra just for this outside packaging, so dumb. I need to do a challenge on this palette and actually work all the way through it. I wish they had done more with like this particular collection, honestly. Would have made so much more money. We have 26 more palettes to go. Oh my god. We've gone through 60-ish palettes, you guys. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
So I just recently gotten this one in my BOXYCHARM by the time I'm filming this, and I'm just not interested. This is the Palm Springs Dreams from Too Faced. Put this one in a giveaway because I'm not even going to use it, and I have only touched the outside. Let's go through these Moira ones. So the Daydreams one, I'm just going to go ahead and declutter this one. The Stargazing one is another story though, even though it also has the same color story on this side. They're not shimmers, they're mattes. I'm going to keep. The Annette 69 X Beauty Creations. I really like Beauty Creations themselves. I think that they're really affordable. Even though these look exactly like the eyeshadows from Moira, the mattes, I just couldn't get to work for me. Like, I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna give it up. This one is Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Reina del Caribe Volume 1. I really want to pick up Volume 2, but we'll have to see. Probably one of the only palettes I'm keeping that's under 9. Keeping it, not getting rid of it. Okay, Astrology palette from Terra Moons. Just ignore how dirty that is, okay? They now sell it all in singles. They don't sell it in the carton anymore. These 3 over here are highlighter shades, or you can use them as toppers if you prefer, and then everything else are like mattes and some satins, unless for some reason I have a heart attack or something. I'll never get rid of Terra Moon. These are all from BH Cosmetics. I kept these 3 in particular because they're all like baked shadow formulas, and I don't have a lot of baked shadows. This one is the Supernova Galaxy Chic. I've seen it out of a few packaging, so this one's been around for a minute. And then the Aurora Light, also really beautiful like duochrome iridescent bases in these 3 top shades, so you can actually use this one as a nice highlighting palette if you wanted. But the tones of these are all very same. I'm going to declutter all 3 of these. Man, oh man, Piano Man Witch. So Geoffrey Star palettes, we'll be doing all of them at once, but let's start with these two. Blue Blood. Not getting rid of any of my Geoffrey Star. I love all of my Geoffrey Star. I think that the quality is really great. If I had to pick one to declutter, just to declutter, like probably the Jawbreaker Mini. The color stories are just so repetitive. Why does this get so dusty? Why are you blurring out? Is it because of these? It was. Okay, sorry. I need to close this because I'm not going to handle that blurring out. Let me get them out of the way. I love the matte formula too much and the metallics aren't that bad, so I'm going to keep them. Let's do thick. We've got quite a few from Thick Lash Cosmetics. Not decluttering any of these. I love them all, but let's go ahead. I'm sorry. I have to move this around because this is like focusing in a weird way. If it goes in and out of focus, I apologize. But yeah, I'm not getting rid of any of them. I will warn you though. So the Sips Tea one, which is this one with Baby Yoda on the front of it, it does have quite a few dupes based on these other 4 palettes. So if you're someone that purchases a lot from Thick Lash, you are gonna find a lot of dupes in your collection. It is kind of annoying for someone who's bought literally 4 other palettes from her. Regardless of how cheap they are, it's still relatively annoying, but either way.
I'm not decluttering any of these. Keeping them all because I'm a greedy bitch.
Bombshell Cosmetica. Bombshell, bombshell, bombshell. I love the packaging, but goddamn, the brand pisses me off. I have been going back and forth on destroying these palettes, giving them away, throwing them away. I just can't bring myself to do any of those things right now. So I'm actually going to be keeping them in a drawer, not using them. Same with along with the Be Sweet palette from them. The actual shades themselves, not bad, good quality, but the brand itself, I just can't support. So maybe if they get their shit together, I'll bring them out. Until that point comes, your ass is gonna stay in a drawer. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you've ever ordered for Bombshell and you've been shaded by them. Meow. Last but not least, palettes from Glamlight. So I have the Burger palette and the paint palette. I'm not decluttering these. I think they're so nice. The mattes are gorgeous. The metallics are gorgeous. I love them. However, this Miracle palette, the color story inside of it's very nice. It does give me a lot of vibes like the Venus palettes. Camera was dying, so basically I don't know what was up with this palette. I don't know how old this palette is. However, I am going to also declutter this because like I said, it's just not a color story that I'm using all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the palettes together that I'm giving away, and then I will show you all of those right here. Okay guys, so out of 85 palettes, I know I said 84 before, but I added that other one at the end. We're giving away 23 to like friends and family, and then 3 we're actually putting in the giveaway stack. So at a total of the 85, 26 of them are gonna be decluttered. I would say that's pretty good. If you were curious about lipsticks, because again, this is the end of my declutter series at this point, I'm not decluttering my lipsticks. You guys saw a whole bunch of them that I was getting rid of just automatically. So what I did at that point is I just looked at all my lips and I just got rid of all the ones that I didn't actually want. I can't gift those to other people because I've used everything. So I just threw away the ones that I didn't need. The majority of my collection is Baby Bat Beauty and Belegant. So I do appreciate you guys watching all of these declutter videos. Please give it a like and subscribe if you do enjoy my content and want to see more. We're going to be going back to regular schedule programming of just makeup looks moving forward. I will be doing my Destroy videos, so keep an eye out for those. They will be coming probably in the month of March, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!